This is Supreme Intelligence. This is a new video, and this is gonna be a story time video. This is a video telling y'all like how did I meet Dee Dee, which is my daughter. Let her rest in power. Well, y'all know I work in IT, you know. So hold on, let me start from the beginning. I met Dee Dee's mom in high school. Like, I met her actually at a high school dance. Like, she was short, had long hair, and I don't know if it was a weave or not, I don't know. So I just remember I just seen this girl dancing. She had a fatty. So I was just walking by, and her friend grabbed me and had me dancing with her. So, we dancing, it's a reggae song, so, doing our thing. So, next thing you know, slow song come on. I started to walk away. She was like, what are you walking away for? It's like, it's a slow song. I don't really dance to slow songs. Well, you can dance. We can still dance. We could talk. So we started dancing, to a slow song or whatever. It was getting kind of late. So the dance usually I remember it was Halloween. We had a party at the school of Halloween just to keep the kids off the street. So when me and her was dancing, everybody just looking. It's like, oh shit. Cause she was a new girl, but she was like, to everybody in the school, she was like fresh meat. Like, she wouldn't talk to no dude in the school. She was like, oh, God, you decided to talk to me, find me. I see you staring at me in the hallway. So I don't be staring at you. You got me messed up. Cause she was from Brooklyn, and she was from Trinidad. I'm from Queens, but I'm Jamaican. So we was bashing. I was bashing Brooklyn, and she was bashing Queens. So the party was over. I walked her home. And she was like, "What are you doing tomorrow?" I'm like, "None. It's like, won't you come over in the morning?" It's like, "Gotta work, but if that's what you want, I'll call you. I'll come over." So next day, went over there. We chilled and did our thing. And one thing led to another. I started hearing rumors a couple weeks later that she was pregnant. So every time I try to ask her, she'll basically blow me off, don't want to talk to me at all. So my mom comes to the school, basically walks up to me, grabs me by my collar of my shirt, say, "You got my daughter pregnant, this and that." I was like, "You're not even gonna take care of the baby, because not all you Jamaicans are the same." I'm like, "I'm gonna take care of the kid. I got a job." Cause during that time, I worked, but I sold drugs also. So that's what it was. So she said, "Know what? You moving down south to your uncle." So I was like, whatever. I was like, whatever, man. So I thought she still went to the school. So I would see her like every day and shit. And then her friends like, "Yo, she moved down south, man." Like, how the fuck I'm gonna take care of my kid? So her friend somewhat gave me the number. I would call. They'll hang up the phone, say don't call back no more. As I try what I can to contact this girl, and I just couldn't do it. It's not like I couldn't do it, but it wasn't allowed. After a while, they changed the number. So I was like, fuck it then, man. It's like I'll see her now and then, but she just wouldn't confirm that, yeah, that's your child. So fast forward to when I started working at Bristol Myers. I didn't know this was her husband or whatever. I'm at the lunch table with me and my friends, and we talk and shit, and this dude just staring at me. So my man, I'll just say his name is Jay. he was like, yo, why that nigga staring at you in your mouth, man? I was like, I don't know. So he came to the table, was like, yo, which one of y'all are Langston? I'm like, that's me. Say, yo, can you talk? I was like, yeah, sure. So he went to another table, talked. He was like, yo, do you know, he said her name. And I was like, yeah, I know her. Like, you know, she was pregnant at one point. I was like, yeah, her mom moved her away. He's like, wow, I never knew that. I thought you just didn't want to be a father. I'm like, nah, I've been trying to contact her. The mom would even tell you. Say one thing, the mom ain't never say that you was a bad person. She been blame her mom for everything. Her mom don't even like me. I'm like, yeah, her mom don't like nobody. So I was like, whatever I can do, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the test and see what's good. It's like, that's understandable. So test came back, it was mine. I went to work, showed him the thing, and I remember he showed me the picture of her. And I was like, that's mine. I was like, that head, that smile, everything, that's my kid. So, long story short, I think it was that Friday, I took Dee Dee to my house and introduced her to the children. During this time, like I said in the last video, I was on the way of getting divorced at this time. So Andre, first thing he did was hug her. Manny, he just looking, because he was like a little baby then. And Langston, he was I think he was just born or something. Or was he born? Was he? Nah, my youngest son wasn't born yet. So she was pregnant with my youngest son, but he wasn't born. So I remember her just sitting there, and I'm saying, this is like this was like a whole new thing to her. She was like a stranger that I had to know all over again, you know. So I'm trying to talk to her. She's like, give me one word answers and stuff like that. And so I asked her, why are you so quiet? I'm asking you stuff and you're not, I'm answering. And I'm like, what's wrong? And she asked, like, why didn't you want me? I was like, I didn't know about you. So I told her the story, what happened, and she started crying. Said, my grandma don't like nobody. So I was like, that's why I'm here. I'm gonna try to get the best relationship that I can have with you. And she was like, yeah, I understand. I was like, your mom told me you got your permit, so you can drive now. I said, yeah. So it's like, yo, you wanna go out so we can teach you how to drive and stuff? It's like, she started smiling. It's like, yeah, let's go. So at the time, I had a BMW at the time, so she was flossing that shit. But Dee Dee was short, you know. She looks, in some pictures, she looks tall, because I only got like a few pictures of her. So she looks tall, but she's not, you know. So we going out driving and we're talking, and we went to this ice cream place, got some ice cream and stuff, and started talking. And she was like, she made me a promise that she promised me, Dad, that you're always gonna be there, and you're not gonna leave. I said, I'm never gonna leave. He's like, the one person that stayed the longest is my stepfather. I'm like, yeah, he sounds like a good dude. He said, yeah, he's a good dude. And I'm like, he works at my job now. So he's like, that's how I found out. So I knew, like, so when she got her license 2 days after she got her license, it's like I just started having these bad visions about someone dying. And I'm like, who the hell's gonna die? So one day I came home, I was tired as hell. I was so tired, I took a quick shower, laid on the couch, and I was gone. In my dream, I remember her asking me for the keys, and I had to be tired, because I always said no. You just get your license and you think I'm letting you use my fucking car? No way. You're not even on my insurance. No way. So I remember it's like 1 o'clock and I wake up and I sit up. I'm like, what the fuck? Kids, no one's home. So I'm like, where the fuck everybody at? So it's a knock at my door. So I'm like, who the fuck is this knocking this late? So it's my boy and his wife. It's like, I think you need to come to the hospital with us now. I'm like, what the fuck happened? Say, you'll find out when we get there. I'm like, so going to the hospital. And I remember, I just didn't feel right. As we get off the elevator, we hear cold blue. I'm like, what the fuck? So they running in this room is like, you know what I'm saying? And the room that they was in was Dee Dee's room that she was in. And I remember after they got out, I said, my sister said that's Dee Dee. I think you, and her mom's just going crazy. And I'm like, it's my fault. I don't even remember giving her the keys. Say, it's not your fault. Maybe and they said maybe it was meant for you to, you know her before she go. So I'm like, why she gotta go? So I'm like getting real angry. I'm like, what the fuck? So tell me what happened. That it was a guy whose license was suspended for like 10 times and stuff. This is like his 3rd accident. And he was like real suicidal, so he basically tried to kill himself. He didn't kill himself, but he killed my daughter. And that's like the worst feeling, you know what I'm saying? When your life is going all right at the time and the person that is your child is gone. It's like you just can't, it's nothing you can do. It's like to see her helpless. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like sitting there like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, what the fuck did I even do, man? And it's like I was so angry for a long time. I hated it. I didn't want to talk to no one. I didn't want to see no one. I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted my child. You know what I mean? And I remember I had a dream. Like, it was a day of her funeral. You know what I'm saying? I was home and I took a nap. And I remember she came in my dream and said, Dad, I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Said, she said, I need you to be the best father that you can be. And she said, don't worry about it. I'm gonna be back. I was like, I was like, you're gonna be back? I said, yeah, I'm gonna come back to you. If it's not by you, it's somebody close to you is gonna have a child, and it's gonna be me. So I'm like, okay. I was like, all right. So I tell everybody, if you have a dream and someone talks to you, you know what I'm saying, you can talk to them, you know what I mean? People say you're crazy for doing it. No, I'm not. So all I gotta say is, that was my story time. And I gotta say is, you have a daughter, love your daughter. You have people around you, cherish every memory you have with them. So It's just the end of my lunch break. So this is Supreme Intelligence, and peace.